Oi, oi, welcome back to the Martin Liedtke channel. I'm glad you could be here today, guys. Much love to you all. Today, the bells of hell. Now, hell is not a bad place to be, and for whom the bells toll. Now, it ain't no big thing to wait for the bell to ring. It ain't no big thing, the tone of the bell. Do you recognize any of those lyrics from contemporary music? Do you think there might be an underlying message with it all? If you look at this flyer here with Angus Young from AC/DC, back in the day, the Bell Tour, yeah, massive tour, biggest band in the world at the time. Now, I really do think that the lyrics that they were given were handed down from the Tavistock Institute. And I also think that the lyrics had a deeper meaning and that the bells themselves had a much bigger use in the hell realm where we find ourselves. Now, I am convinced that something has happened to reality and we're possibly in a hell realm, possibly not in the same realm as before. I just got that sneaky feeling. Like I said, though, guys, hell ain't a bad place to be. Now, what would bells do in a hell realm? Okay. You can see some examples of bells coming up in temples, huge bells that give off frequencies that can change things. Now, what you find is most churches, if not all churches, have bells. Now, it is a forgotten frequency. Now, it could be that this frequency was used to manipulate the public. Now, for centuries, church bells have been used as a symbol of faith, of community, and of ritual. But just what if they were more than just an instrument of sound, that they were designed with manipulative frequencies that could alter the state of consciousness or even affect the energy grid itself? Now, the hidden power of church bells is a resonance and frequency control. Now, bells produce powerful vibrations, guys. They're put on top of towers, and the vibration of them travels for miles about. So, were they tuned at a specific frequency that could influence, say, human emotions, or even, wait for it, alter the state of reality? Now, in the bells themselves is sacred geometry has been put into the bell designs, and the shape and the composition of the bells follow ancient mathematical principles created to amplify chi energy. I'll just stop there for a second. Now, what you can see here is images that happened in the First World War and the Second World War, where the bells of Europe were all collected up. They say it went all towards the armaments program, but there's little evidence that happened. There is a specific composition to these bells, a specific frequency to these bells, which is why they were taken away, I guess, and this is why a lot of them were replaced. Now, if you think of bells in the medieval period, now people believe that bells in churches could ward off evil spirits, or even predict events. If the bell tolls, then maybe you're going to have an earthquake or even a tsunami. Now, what if the bells tapped into hidden forces that we no longer understand? Forces that can alter the state of reality itself. Now, could getting rid of the bells and replacing them be suppressing or destroying a hidden technology? You think? Now, the house bells frequency, I think, of enslavement in hell. Now, For centuries, church bells have chimed across cities and villages. They are making time. They are calling worshippers to the church. And they are signaling events like public events and political events and things in history. Also, school bells. Ding, 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 ding. School bells would call you in from playtime, or they would call you in for lunch or into school in the first place. And also, there's bells to change lessons. So, bells instruct you what to do, bells dictate time, bells give out a frequency that has been changed in the last 100 years. The ancients, they knew all about them. I seen a picture once of Elon Musk's room, and he had a Vajra next to his bed. I wonder why the richest man in the world apparently has a Vajra next to his bed. This is a Vajra. You can see two Tauruses, one either end, even an inertia plane in the middle. But you can see that the Vajra or half Vajra is closely connected to the bell. The bell has been implicated in even time travel. The Glocken, the bell in World War II. Now, if we are in a hell realm, okay, the bells could be a way of solidifying an illusion. Now, I know in my heart that this is a false reality designed to keep souls apparently suffering in this place. Now, that sounds like hell to me. So, could the bells of hell actually, every time they chime, be a reminder that we are dead and that we are living in the hell realm, or indeed purgatory itself? Food for thought, guys. Food for thought. You can see a bell submerged in the mud here. I wonder how I managed to do that. But yeah, so they replaced the bells you can see here in Europe. This is in the First World War, where they got new bells being religious and having words and incantations said about them and put into the frequency of the object itself, and then the object is held aloft, and then that's chimed, and everything that they've put into it will be charged and generated into the bell that will be put out. The ancient bells, now they wouldn't really need them with the new technologies that came out in World War One and World War Two that have come out in the modern day. Technologies of subtle frequencies that can affect human emotion, moods, and even behavioral patterns. Now, today, not that I would like to talk about the mainstream, but today there's no ignoring how much mess the world is in. The streets of LA and the other places in the world, all in flux, including the British Isles, where I live. The world is in a mess. The world needs to sort its fucking self out. The world needs to grow up. And this is the time we are living right on the precipice, guys. We just need to dive into the abyss. Yeah, we need to have faith that all will be well. Last pages of the book, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, is all is going to be okay. There's a clear message there. But the bells of antiquity probably had a more nefarious purpose from the Phoenicians, or held aloft. And the past was erased and the lie became truth. The words in 1984. You can see the bell frequency goes for miles and miles and miles, just like massive big speakers. Unbelievable distances that bells can toll. Bells of in World War II, all the bells of Britain were instructed to stay silent and then re-chime the day that we won the war, like they already knew. Highly strange stuff. Bells are used in prayer and ritual. You can see these prayer wheels here, which are bells attached as well. I guess you could just spin them and the prayer will go out into the ether. and the ancients have sort of, I don't know, electrical spark plug put into a nesting device which they regard as a pyramid. But look, imagine the size of the building that this once in-housed, or in-housed this bell. How did they even move the bell? Looks like it's in the jungle. How the hell did they even construct or found this bell? Yeah, because they found this bell. So also stupas, Vajra-type devices, if you like, are also bells, upside-down bells, doing a very similar thing of emanating, amplifying chi frequency, or frequencies that are available in the ether, which these devices, antiquitech devices, harnessed and utilized free energy. Look at that. Just looks exactly like a spark plug and the thing you have on the top of a spark plug, wouldn't you say? Look at that. Just amazing. So yeah, hell's bells. And hell, it ain't a bad place to be if you live without fear. But nobody really knows what this place is. But if you look at the clues, they sort of point towards that we're in a hell realm, peculiarly. Anyway, I knew something was up from childhood. I knew something was up with this place. I really did. It's like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Am I in hell? It's times I've said that. Oh my God. Yeah, oh shit. Anyway, let me know what you think in comments. Love you all. I got more videos to come. I got stacks left over from the weekend as well, which I didn't have a chance to actually publish because I had a bad stomach for some reason. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, like this video if you did. Excuse me. Like this video if you did. Look at these onion domes looking like Van de Graaff generators. I bet there would be a spark going across there in the past. And what is it? Pavilion Electric Path, Fort Smith. Not shit, Sherlock. All of it. Technology, these onion domes just look like Van de Graaff generators. And these two too. All of it. The ancient technologies all hidden to us, which were real. I'm utterly convinced. And bells, an important part of it. Let me know what you're thinking in chat. And we'll add to all this later. And I will be back very, very soon with lots more to share. Boom Shankar. And I love you all.